Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. It's Tuesday morning. Right now I've actually got Justin and the new guy JR. They're on the road knocking out some jobs. We had a lot of storms, a lot of rain last night, so really too wet to do any kind of lawn care work. So yeah, I ended up setting up the day, and it's something you got to do, and frankly something I did a really good job of is planning ahead. I knew we were going to have a lot of rain and storms last night, so I figured I would set up some straw jobs that we had planned. Some people reached out about doing some straw work. So yeah, I went ahead and pre-planned this day in order for me to be able to do what I'm doing here now. So yeah, really glad that the new guy's working out. He's doing a really good job, good attitude, nice to be around. And most importantly, he does good work. He knows what he's doing. So yeah, if I didn't have him, I wouldn't be doing this today. So with him being on board and Justin being able to drive the truck, he's obviously on the insurance, all that kind of stuff, so he's able to drive that particular truck. I don't actually have him on this truck, the spray truck, but he can drive the other one. So I got him and JR knocking out 3 straw jobs, one pressure washing job, and they're going to go by the Brooks, my big HOA account, knock out the trash. So yeah, I've got them a list of things to do, and then when they get that done, they're going to come back here, and we're going to finish the sod job that I did last week, assuming the guy has sod available. And I got another pressure washing job close by. I'm going to pressure wash a deck. And up the street here, we have a lady that wants some crepe myrtles trim and some bushes trim. So we're going to do that when they get done. It should be, I think they'll be done, be back around here around 1, 2 o'clock. And then we'll knock out those other things after. But while they're doing that, y'all, hey, can't stress this enough. Y'all need to be getting ready, and that's something I'm doing. Spent a lot of time last week and the week before, sharpening blades. We washed, obviously all the mowers off and the trucks off last Friday. So I'm really trying to prep to get ready for the season, right? You don't want to get caught with your pants down when things get super busy again and you're unprepared and you're not really ready. You want to be ready for the season to come when things really get busy. So that's what I'm doing now. I keep everything written down in terms of my equipment maintenance. When I did the last oil changes, I write down the hours and the dates and all that kind of stuff when I changed oil last, whatnot. So I've been going through the different mowers that need oil changed, and I've got, my new walker's fine. It's still got a good 40 hours or so before it needs to get the oil changed again. So yeah, I'm just checking everything, just figuring out which ones I need to change the oil in. But these two here, this is my oldest Lazor. It's well past due. It's got the Kawasaki engine. I actually changed the engine out. It was a Kohler, and I changed it to a Cowie a couple years ago, but it needs the oil change in it. I've been warming it up, so the oil will be good and runny. And the old Walker, the C-19, I need to change it out. So that's what I'm getting ready to do. I've got 2 mowers that I left yesterday at the wood yard because I had to pick up the straw while I was there, so I left the mowers there and covering them up and whatnot. I think both the Navigator and that particular Lazor Z, I'm pretty sure they both need the oil change, but I won't know for sure until I look at the hour gauge and see what the hours is on them. So I know I like to change the oil out every 100 hours on the mowers. That's typically what I do. I know some people do a little less than that, every 50 or whatever, but yeah, typically every 100 hours is what I try to do. And it's worked good for me. I don't really have, haven't had a lot of issues with mowers, going down, sooner than they should and all that kind of thing. Again, I like to put new engines on them instead of, buying new ones and trading them in and out, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, you need to be getting ready. I'm going to do a video showing me changing the oil out, in each of these units here in a minute, just so you can see what I do. I like to do my own maintenance if I can now. I'm not, super mechanical when it comes to stuff. So, I can do the basic stuff, changing the oil, obviously the blades, all that kind of stuff. All the simple stuff, I'll do it. But if I got if a starter goes down or whatever, I'll just bring it up to the, to my dealer, to Ace, and let them handle it. But I do all my oil changes, all that kind of stuff. Change the blades, all that, That's something that I can easily do myself. But anyway, hey, listen, another thing I want to mention. So while I've been in the garage, I've been trying to take stock of all the different parts and pieces on hand, just kind of getting ideas. So I went ahead and ordered a bunch of stuff. So yeah, I ordered Yeah, see here. I ordered fuel filters for my Kohler engines, which both Walker mowers and the Navigator have Kohler engines. So I ordered the parts for it, the fuel filters and oil filters for it, as well as for the Cowies. You know, the fuel filter and oil filters that go for the Cowie engines, which all of my Lazor Z's have the Cowie engines on them. So yeah, I did that. Ordered some blades, more edger blades. Let's see, what else was it? Yeah, some weed eater string. Yeah, I really feel like you're going to save yourself money going ordering off Amazon. It's just simple, just to order off Amazon and have the stuff shipped to you instead of going to your dealer. I mean, I love my dealer, but they're obviously going to cost me more money, if I get everything there in terms of the parts and stuff. So yeah, I'm always trying to save money, y'all. I mean, you know what I mean? I think that's yeah, we all need to be willing to save money, obviously, and I'm sure you are too, is looking for ways to save money. That's one thing that I found. If you order stuff off Amazon, typically you're going to save yourself a lot of money than buying everything from the dealer, per se. But yeah, as much as I love the dealer, I like to save money too, so that's what I'm doing. I ordered, give it a stuff, just go ahead and have it in stock, have it ready. That way I'm not, when I get in a pinch and I need something, I'm not sitting here, trying to figure out where it's at. I've already got it ready to go once things get really busy. I also ordered these things right here, y'all. These are really good gas caps for your, obviously your gas tanks that you carry on your trucks. I've had some other ones in the past, but yeah, this brand here, I've got them on on most of my gas cans now, are really good, and they don't pop off really easy and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I really like this brand here in terms of the ventilation caps for your gas cans. So if you're thinking about ordering some, yeah, those are really good. But anyway, hey, listen, y'all, enough of that. Yeah, I'll get you set up and get some clips of me, changing the oil out. You may find that interesting. Hope you're doing well. See you soon. Good. Yeah, change this all out. What are you doing? Huh? Yes. No video. Yeah, it's not good. I'll speed it up. Well, if you had to leave the driveway at some point in time today and go out, I would thoroughly enjoy if I could steal or something. Yeah. As I sit here and add numbers, like I call back first early. Yeah. Okay. Hey guys, I just got some clips from my other phone. showing me getting the oil change there, taking out the old and bringing in the new. So yeah, usually I'll use the 10W30. I know we've talked about oil brands and stuff. Curious, what do you guys use? I know there's some better, more quality oil, higher quality oil that you can put in these. So y'all let me know in the comments what you guys use in terms of oil. I always use 10W30 in the Kohlers and 20W50 in the Cowies. But yeah, so got that done. Typically I'll put around two quarts. I just warmed it up, so I'm gonna check it and just make sure the oil level's correct. But yeah, usually around 2 quarts, a little over, between 2 and 2.5 quarts is what I'll put in the Kohlers. And I'm getting ready to change the fuel filter. It's kind of difficult. Yeah, you see it's down in here. So I'm looking at it, I'm just trying to figure out the best way to loosen it up so I can change it out. I don't always change out the fuel filter every single time. I just kind of look at it and see if it's, how dirty it is and that kind of thing. It's just, I can just tell by looking at it, the surface of it, if I feel like it needs changed or not. If it's not that dirty, I'll just leave it, and change it out the next time. But I'm really not worried about the fuel filter as much. But I am going to go ahead and change. I can tell it's pretty dirty in there. It's just hard to get to. But yeah, I'll figure it out and get that done. I'm not going to show you all that. It's pretty tedious to try to get it out of there and change it out. But anyway, I'm getting ready to warm this up again. The Lazor Z. Again, I'll be using 20W50 oil in it. I'll get some footage of me changing it out. Hope you're doing well. Hi y'all, so yeah, I just finished that up. Y'all saw me blowing out the air filter there. That's something I like to do pretty regularly, at least once a week. If I swap them out, typically I'll go ahead and blow the filters out after they've been ran a week. Some of y'all may do it every day, and sometimes I will do it a little more often if it's really dusty out and that kind of thing. So that's typically how I do it. I try to blow and flush those air filters out as often as possible. Obviously, that's good for the engine. But anyway, yeah. So y'all let me know. Really curious on fuel filters. How often do y'all change those out? Do y'all change them out every time you change the oil and the oil filter out, or do you typically skip it and do what I do and just kind of look at it and see if it's worn out and dirty and all that kind of thing? That's typically what I'll do. If it still looks fairly new, I'll just leave it on there. And I don't think that's ever been an issue, that kind of thing. But curious what you guys do on the fuel filters. Do you change it out every single time? Every other time? What do y'all do? One point I want to make, y'all, again, I'm going to talk about labor if you're looking for help. But yeah, y'all make sure you're doing this stuff now for sure. I'm getting ready to do some other maintenance related things. I need to work on my weeders a little bit, change out some broken handles and some other things involving my stick equipment and whatnot, and the blowers. And I'm also going to fill up my 2-cycle bottles. I pre-fill them up and I'll just put them in the truck. Make sure I'm always making sure I have what I need on the trucks, right? But I like to have several bottles made out, and stocked on the shelf for me to come to whenever I need to refill the trucks up. But hey, listen, guys, talking about labor. I was watching one of Ray's videos this morning, and I commented a couple times. I was noticing how I think his name's Trevor, was blowing off, the debris to the wood line. I was noticing he was going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's something that guys out here with me that do the same thing. I tell them, you're better off, working side to side and getting that debris going all in one direction instead of back and forth, when you're blowing. It's just, he was just working harder than he needed to be. I know me and Ray both talk about it, but I pointed that out in his video. But one thing I've noticed, Ray was talking about help. He's not super busy right now, and neither am I, but I mean, we're doing, last few weeks we've been doing at least 1,000 plus a week in revenue, with 2 guys. And I mean, honestly, I don't really need 2 guys, but I'm glad I went ahead and, took time to find somebody good, even though I didn't really need the help a few weeks ago when I hired JR officially, or a couple weeks ago. So I'm glad I've got that off my mind, so to speak, and I got 2 good guys along myself to get all this work done when we get busy. My point I want to make, y'all, if you're looking for help, even if you're not super busy, go ahead and start looking now. You better be looking now, to find somebody, because the longer you wait, the less likely you are to find someone that's decent, right? So even if you have to come out of your pocket a little bit, maybe make an agreement to a certain amount of money, a minimum amount of money, a gross amount of money you're going to pay somebody to do that. Just come up with an agreement right now when you're maybe not super busy yet. But I mean, we're all going to be super busy, right? Later this month, or April at the latest. So we're almost there, y'all. Even though it's still kind of cool and grass really isn't growing yet, things are picking up for me. I'm sure they are for you. So go ahead. If you're contemplating whether you need a helper, you definitely need a guy. Don't be waiting to save a little bit of money. Go ahead and be looking now for sure, trying to find that guy. Because again, the longer you wait, the less likely you are to find somebody that's decent. So if you haven't already found that guy or 2 that you need, be on the ball. Do that now and be willing to come out some money, even though you may not have the workload to justify a helper right now. That's just my opinion. That's my thoughts on that. Go ahead and do these things now. Get your equipment ready. Go ahead and be looking for a good helper if you need one, and be willing to pay him maybe a little more in order to keep him happy, even if you don't have the workload to justify a helper at this point. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Listen, guys, hope you're doing well. Hopefully I did a good job putting the video together. Talk to you later.